person or something, and that entity owns the IP, so they can buy a share of it easily or whatever.
Yeah, you can actually like, share the patent easily.
Yeah. The patent's owned by the company, so
Right.
really what I want is a share of the company.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Then after that we can like sell that the company.
You either sell the company or the company, because let's say it develops, but this is really just a vehicle, the company. Yeah, there's no team and employees and whatever at this stage. He may stay as a researcher in the university, or he may join, and he may be an employee of it, and the funds you get are for him to research in here. But when you have something, you either sell the company, or you say to the pharmaceutical company, you have the rights to our IP, and you sell all of the IP from the company or license it from the company to the pharmaceutical company. It's just easier through a company than a person, I think.
The problem is like we have the team, so the team is belong to that company or my company. So the structure of the company for the first time is like my company and the researcher.
When you say your company, what's your company then?
The company like C-Hub.
Right.
Okay.
No. What I would suggest is, wouldn't C-Hub own a percent? Is C-Hub allowed to own shares in this startup?
Let's say that C-Hub on another legal entity that we have.
Yeah, could own shares in it.
Yeah.
Then you own shares in this, and so does the researcher, and so does the team.
Okay.
I mean, from my understanding, it should go like this one. It should go like that entity, the company, newly created company, that all the patent should have no people in that.
You mean as employees?
Yeah, I mean like it should have no employee in that. It's just a vehicle for this one.
Yeah, but the shareholders are.
But the shareholders are maybe C-Hub or maybe other entities.
And maybe the researchers.
And researchers and new investor.
Exactly.
And I mean like C-Hub can just provide the service for that newly created company.
Yeah. Now when you
as
get an
outsourcers.
investor, yeah, but when you get an investor, what you're selling to the investor is, look, we've got this great innovation. Invest in this, and we will take it to market. In order to take it to market, we will. If you put $1 million in, $100,000, whatever it is, $1 million, we will then employ the researcher and 3 of his team to become employees of the company. They will work in it, and we'll appoint a CEO who's commercial. And that's when you make them employees, perhaps. Maybe they'll never become employees, but probably they will.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, that idea of the company's cleaner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cleaner. And then the legal support team and other teams should stay like out of it. They should not be attached to any of the company, because they can be used to support many companies, not one.
Yeah, but C-Hub might. If it's part of C-Hub, then it becomes too enclosed here. You want it separate.
Right.
A separate entity for each innovation, really.
True. Yeah. I mean, like you have 10 patents, so 10 new company.
Yeah.
Right.
The other one is when you're talking about how much to value it. He might say $10 million. Well, he's crazy because it will never. When you explain that pathway, what you might do is say, here's the new entity. You and the researchers own, now I would say, a third of it, of the company, up to 50%. Between 33 and 50%.
You mean the researcher?
Let's say it's one researcher or a team of researchers. They own perhaps a third of the company, and you guys own the other 66%. Something like that. Or it's 50-50. Oh, shit, sorry. So let's say it's 50-50.
At least.
Yeah, but maybe 60-30, something like that, 60, whatever, something like that. Then you haven't spent any money yet other than creating this company and doing all the legals. You still haven't spent money on the patent, because the patent's going to be perhaps $10,000, yeah? What you could then do is then say your role is then to go and get investment, and the investor is going to put in $250,000, and that $250,000 is going to cover the cost of the patent and the continuing research. Once that $250,000 comes in, of course, the investor is going to want maybe 50% of the company, or 30%, or 20%. So you will all dilute.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So the very first money also have to come from the investor. Okay.
Unless you're going in as an investor, but I'm not sure if C-Hub has money to invest, do you? Not really.
Not really.
This is very risky ventures.
It's very high, so I think it's more of, no, you don't invest money, you create the entity, you put the IP into there, you know, split it, whether it's 50-50 or 60-40, whatever, with the researchers, and then your job is to put the legals and create the entity, and to go and raise the investment into the company.
I mean, like in this case, it look more like institutional money rather than private money. I mean, like
I don't know.
the money to be in that kind of like.
No, actually in Vietnam, like the doctors is quite powerful, and they have like so many rich patient can
Oh, okay.
put the money.
I actually think it will come from a private investor who's rich, and for him, $100,000 is like, yeah, I'll take it, I'll risk. He's put 100,000 into this, 100,000 into this, and because he's connected to this sector, he knows the value of that drug or that innovation better, and probably he's a good investor because he already has a network to take it forward. That would be your ideal investor, actually.
Because like in my case, that the case is talking about the painkiller, we need to invest in back to the material results. Like we have to buy land to plant on the herb.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because we have to like making the whole value chain, supply chains of that kind of thing.
Okay. All right. I mean, you need to put your basically that's your pitch. You've got to put your pitch together that's going to attract the investor. And that's what you're saying to your researcher is, by partnering with you, you're going to take their idea, which is at the moment a high risk, a long way away from commercial. You're going to take it on that pathway by putting together the commercial model, the pitch to raise the investment, to secure the patents, and to then raise the money to buy the land, the supply chain, but also to get through the regulations to take it to market. See, to me, the regulations is probably the biggest stumbling block. But you know the system in Vietnam, I don't. But to take this overseas, it's millions of dollars typically to take anything to market in the pharmaceutical sector, like millions.
Do we have any case study that we can study similar to our case?
So my expertise is not on the pharmaceutical side; it's on the physical sciences side. But I think you can find this easily. If you like, drop me an email, and I'll try and talk to some of my colleagues to see if they can give you some examples. But you could probably Google them and find what's the typical pathway for an innovation in the life sciences, a drug, effectively, to go to market.
Like the very famous case, the bed bless case.
So which one?
Theranos.
What's
Theranos?
Theranos, one of the biggest scam in.
Blood testing device.
Was it?
You know this, right?
No, I don't know.
Elizabeth